you doing here?
Azuri just refused to go get hot water.
Make sure I don't like
She's so cute. She's adorable. Smile. Hi, Meg. She's so majestic. Hi, Mamas. All right. This camera's weird. Why do I have to point it down? Is this? Oh. Haha. How do I turn you around? Turn around. Hi. These girls love wheat. They're abandoning the alfalfa for it. What? Her hat's trying to fall off again. guys. Ooh. You guys are sassy. No, ma'am. Makes me want a salad. Excuse me. How do you feel about the climate crisis? Okay. Hi, darlings. Hi, darlings. Excuse me. Can I come back? No driver? Better than not being in it at all. What if I got ran over? And we're back in the studio. So the previous clips were from January. It is now July, but I still wanted to include them. I wanted to post this vlog. This entire vlog is from January. But the previous clips, I was helping my family prep for the heifers to calve and helping my sister feed her cows, and it was just a really good time. And then I came back home and I started working on the January collection, and it was somewhat chaotic at the end, but I got through it. I was very proud of myself for the amount of pieces that I got done. And I remember whenever I was starting to film this that I was very self-conscious about my studio because I had been gone for a week, I think, at that point, and I left the studio kind of in a really big mess, and I didn't really have time to clean it. And so I was like, man, the background of my video is going to be so unaesthetic and just dirty. Not dirty, but just cluttered looking. Things were everywhere, bags, boxes, you name it, it was everywhere. And we'd only been living in this house for about 6 months, I think, at that point. And so I didn't have a lot of storage set up there. And let's be honest, I still don't. Even 6 months later, from the point of this video being filmed, I still don't have a whole lot of storage shelving up there. But I told myself that this was real, this was authentic, and not everyone's studio is put together 110% of the time, and that I should just go for it. And so that's what I did. And I started off the next day just refreshing the pickle, tidying up, opening up all the windows so that I could have a fresh start and get into bezel making. I haven't been in the studio in a couple days because it's been my husband's day off, or a couple days off, and so we just relaxed and just enjoyed the couple of snow days that we had. It was super duper cold. It was below freezing for almost 2 days straight, I think, and yeah, it was crazy.
So I'm just now getting back into the studio this morning. I redid the pickle pot and I'm so excited. It'll be fresh pickle and fresh water. And I opened up all of the windows. Oh my gosh, we forgot to turn on one more lamp. My sister got me this for Christmas, so that's why I forgot it. But isn't it so pretty? I love this light bulb. But yeah, I also lit a little candle and it's sitting over here away from my butane torches, but it smells amazing. I also got the dog beds for up here, so they will be more comfortable. And as I say that, they're laying on the floor. Yesterday I got an order for this Paloma ring. It is a size 9 and we're going to polish it up before I pack it and go to the post office. So we're going to take a break on the bezel making. I only have 38 bezels left to make, which seems a little bit daunting at the moment, but I got a lot done, I feel like. And the rectangle bezels are the hardest ones. They take up a lot of time just getting all of the angles right, so I got those done and out of the way, so that shouldn't be an issue. Ta-da! So much more shiny and ready to go. My studio is still a mess from all of the holiday stuff. So this is my packing station, but it also doubles as my laptop, workspace, and just things like that. I ordered some boxes just to see how I would like them, like shipping boxes instead of bubble mailers, because I've had really good luck with bubble mailers and I really like them, and I got my own custom ones, but I just want to see what the boxes would be like and if I like them better than the bubble mailers, just because sometimes I worry about, you know, if they would get ruined in the process of getting to somebody. I mean, I know a box could as well, but I just worry about it sometimes. Also, I think the boxes would be cheaper, so we'll see. They haven't shipped yet, so doesn't it look so pretty in this little box? I love it. I love this photo. I want to make more earrings like that. Somehow my Munbin printer, it like gets off sometimes, like a lot actually, and I don't know how to fix it because I have to like make adjustments on the app for it to print more downwards. Otherwise it'll start like cutting off some of the label as it goes, like if I'm trying to print more than one label at once. So I don't know how to fix that. If you have any idea of how to fix that, please let me know, because I am at a loss. Ta-da! That was one of my very first drops ever. It was a drop of cactuses, and I did this photo shoot across the yard from my mom and dad's house. Actually, these were some of the younger bulls that they had, and they were very curious. So I decided to turn it into my bubble mailer, and I love it. Now we are going to go to the post office and mail this before 4. It is currently 2:18, and I also have some rocks waiting for me, so I'm excited. And yeah, let's go out into the cold. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. They're so little. And then I got these little ovals and more pear shapes. Back home we go. Excuse my bench, it is a mess. But I have chai tea and my beef broth and new stones. I'm so excited about these. Now we just have to finish the bezels. And then we get to solder. I got a late start in the studio today, but we are going to start soldering all of these together. And I'm fighting the urge to add some of these little oval studs, because I think I'm gonna add like at least one pair, because remember yesterday when I was saying, oh, I want to do more earrings like this, like these are the exact shapes that I need. So I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'll take 2 of these. So we're gonna make 2 more bezels. We'll get all of these soldered, but that's what I have all ready to go. I also really want to take like some storytelling photos of me making the jewelry. So today I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to set my tripod up and take some pictures of me messing with the stones over there, even though I made all of the bezels yesterday, or I trimmed them yesterday. I'm still going to stage a few, and then I'll take a few of me soldering them together and just have some of the key moments photographed so that I can have some neat photos to post on Instagram to kind of keep promoting the drop. I'm trying to remember which soldering wire this is. The last thing I would have been soldering was a lobster clasp onto a jump ring. So I'm going to assume that this is extra easy. That's what we're going to say it is. It's either extra easy or easy. Either way, it's one of the easies, I am certain. I started putting all of these things in like little jars because I did have them in a little tackle box, and that's great, but it's just really clunky and it takes up a lot of space. And so I started using these little jars. And I have even smaller ones for my accents. That's another thing that I'm going to work on. I really want to work on my workflow, and I think that just having things pre-made and ready to assemble is going to help me a ton. I'm going to try and have like 1 day or 2 days a month that I come in and I take all of my wire and I just cut and set them and put them all in jars so that I don't have to worry about it whenever it's time to decorate things. I don't know if I've showed you guys. I know Instagram saw it, but my husband got me this for Christmas. But it is a custom leather apron, and it has my Faith Has Made on it, and it has pockets, and it has scalloped edges. I love it. I need to poke a few more holes in it. It's Pretty neat. I love it. And I love the color too. Oh my gosh, Chloe! I guess I need to roll a chair over for her to watch too. Kinda later. Ooh, Chloe. Careful. She knew this one was coming over for her. Come in. Good girl. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we have to change the angles. I'm gonna get closer. I kind of need this though to see. So I'll put it right there so you can see. Oh my gosh, the lighting just looks so pretty. I love those lights that you got for me. They're amazing. Okay. This is what the shot looks like. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do this for every drop now because I think it's gonna be so cool to like show the in-betweens of all of it so people can see it being made in real time, and not quite real time, but you know what I mean. I'm getting this. You can get in this one, but this one's for me. Do you want up here? Do you want a new chair? Yeah. You can. Get up here. Down. Chloe. Get down. Get down. He wanted up there, and you didn't. Get down. No. Bellamy. Bell. Get up here. There you go. Good boy. Yeah. It has been a minute since we talked. Yesterday, I worked for a really long time, but I didn't film any of it because I wasn't feeling that great. And so I got over half of everything done, like soldered. I mean, like tomorrow is launch day, and I am trying to convince myself that I'm not freaking out. I'm just really excited. And for the most part, it's working. But these are the pieces that I got soldered yesterday, and these are what I have left. So right now I am working on this little necklace, and it's just gonna have scalloped edges. Really excited about this little cactus. I based some of these designs off of these flowers, and I love them. I tried to make a carnation on this one. It's very abstract, but I really love it. So, today's goal is to get as much done as humanly possible without distractions. And this morning I had to email some things for tax purposes, and then I offloaded all of the footage off of the Osmo and put it onto my hard drive so I could keep filming because I ran out of room. And also my Westpac packages got delivered today, so we will also go through those at some point. Let's get to soldering and sawing and sanding and polishing and setting. finally finished sanding. It is now 9 o'clock. It took me about 3.5 hours to finish this. I'm trying to track all of the time that I've spent on these so that I can average it out and see how long it takes me roughly to make all of the pieces so that for next drop I can plan a little bit more accurately. So I'm going to put these over there so we can solder on the bells and all of that stuff. These are all the things, all sanded. Look nice. Now I just have to put those where they need to be. I gotta look at my photos. I am about to solder the very last piece, and I only had one casualty, one of the little rectangles. It ended up having a solder seam malfunction, and it will not be part of the drop tomorrow, so I'm setting it aside. But everything else is going so well, and I'm gonna solder this last piece. And it's this cute little necklace. It's adorable. It is the next day. Yesterday was launch day. It was a little stressful towards the end. I got all of the necklaces done and then I was working on the rings and it was crunch time. I got the rings right at like 6 o'clock. I got them finished. And that's whenever I was supposed to be launching things. Luckily, the night before, I had already made listings. I just had to measure things and like put the measurements into the descriptions. I had already priced everything, so that was all good. I just had to take pictures and the sizes. I went to take pictures on my camera and I could only take about 10 photos because it was so full. And I have been having this terrible habit the last like year of using the Wi-Fi function to just take the photos that I like and put them on my phone and then edit them and it's all good. Well, it's not all good because I don't have them backed up anywhere else, so I didn't want to format the card and it was going to take so long to do that. I was literally taking pictures of the pieces and then uploading them to my phone, deleting them off the camera, going and taking 10 more pictures. It was so bad. Meanwhile, it was snowing yesterday, so the light, like the sun didn't come out at all, but like what natural light I did have was gone by the time I was ready to take pictures. I was using the little strip lights above my desk, and I do love those. And I think it would have been better if I had chose to not do the red tissue paper because it cast on them and then the warm light indoors just casts a funky light too. So just a mix of all of it, and I think that if I had natural light with the red paper it wouldn't have been that bad because it just needed to be cooler and I was having a really hard time adjusting the white balance to correct it whenever I was editing later because it had already been casting onto the stones, so it just didn't look as great. So then I go to put them on my phone. My phone goes, "Hey, you're about out of room." So I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." Um, yeah, that happened. And so I was going in there and deleting things so I could make it operational because then my Lightroom was also full. I'm fixing to export all of my edited things on Lightroom and delete them off so I will have room again. So that was going on. And then I decided to go, well, I just won't edit them and I will just upload them to my Squarespace for the listing. And then it said, oh, you can't do a RAW file on there. It has to be a JPEG or the other options. And I was like, of course. So I airdropped them to my computer. My computer is also full on room. We're seeing a reoccurring theme here. I go to put it into that Lightroom. Well, this being super slow, so it's not editing anything, but I export them to JPEGs and then I get them on my phone, uploading, and they're too big. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed because it was 7 o'clock at that point. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I took my website down because I had scheduled those listings to go live at 6. So I knew that going in, I was like, I'm not going to make it. So I just took my jewelry page down and I felt so bad because there was people asking like, hey, did I miss it? I was like, oh my gosh, I should have posted something. But I didn't because I didn't want to say, hey, like I'm running late again. So I just took it down, ended up putting it back up whenever I was ready. Yeah, so I ended up having to screenshot photos, the unedited awful photos. I screenshotted them and then would upload them to the listing. So at least there was a photo with the listing because nothing was going right. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take some pictures off of my phone with me just holding the pieces so people can see the colors and the size and all of that. So then I do that, and then I finally get everything ready to go and listed. Everything's great, so I go live at about 8:20, I think. I'm not even joking. 5 minutes later, I got my first sale, and I was so happy I cried because I was so concerned that nobody was going to show up. I can't talk. I had increased my prices a little bit because last year I didn't get to pay myself very much at all. So I increased it. I don't know why I keep wanting to say increased it. It was just a lot and I hadn't slept very much the night before. So I cried. I was so emotional. I ended up getting 7 pieces sold in like an hour and a half or 2. I don't know. It was just such a God thing. Felt so good. It was just amazing because I had actually prayed about it
the night before, and I just feel so grateful. It was so chaotic. This has been the most chaotic drop that I've ever done. I just felt so bad because a lot of people tout that it's important that you do what you say you do in your business so that your customers can rely on you. And so that's, I think, why I put so much pressure on myself. I do believe that that is true. This next time will go better because I did track how many hours that I put into this collection, and it was about 85 hours divided by the amount of pieces that I had. I think it took about 2.5 hours, maybe a little bit over, per piece. So I'll be able to more accurately expect how much time it's going to take and how much lead time I need to prepare for a collection, because I even accounted for how long it took to make the listings. And I also, this time, something that helped exponentially in like the time frame and just my process was pre-making the chain, the ring bands, and my little accents. I did actually ran out of embellishments around 2/3 of the way into the process, so I just need to know how much that is and like how much more I need to make next time. So one of these days I'm going to be prepping all of the accents, all of the ring bands, all of the necklaces again, because that really helped my workflow and just assembling everything. Like I didn't have to stop and go, I have to go make accents again, or I have to make ring bands, because I feel like that just puts a halt on my momentum, and having those things pre-made just made it so much more enjoyable, because I love making the accents, but they're very tedious. Like I don't really want to do anything else after I make all of those, especially the ring bands as well. I don't know why that is so tedious for me, but it is. Anyway, I will put up the photos of what did sell. I am so excited and grateful, and I'm really proud of all of the things that I made. I put a lot of work into it, and I just feel very good about this style. Like it feels like me. I'm really excited with the earrings, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more arrangements and different components like attached to each other. I think it would be really cool to explore that more. I love big earrings, like dangly earrings, so I'm gonna try and make more of those definitely in the next couple of drops. I took new pictures today. I got my card cleaned off. That felt so good, and I'm going to edit them and put them up on the website because those photos on there are atrocious. They do not do my pieces justice. I did take a big group picture. I'll put it here as well, and that was so cool. It was really hard getting everything to stand up at the same time, but thank you so much for spending time with me. This was probably over a week of footage, so there's going to be a lot of it, and if you liked it, please stay tuned. I plan on doing more studio vlogs, just sharing the process of my small jewelry business, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon.